morning, everybody. Great to see everybody out this morning. We're going to get started here. If you would please rise, we're going to start with a prayer and the pledge. If you would please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing everybody here safely this morning as we have the chance to lift up and honor 4 awesome young students. We just ask that you bless this time together as we lift these 4 individuals up as part of our whole community. Bless this food and keep us all safe as we head into the holiday season. We ask all this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, member guests this morning. Do we have any member guests? Jimmy?
I do have a guest. I have a guest. This is Scott Casey. Scott Casey is from a part of town I recently learned is referred to as Moss Heaven.
Say that.
Yeah, he did. Scott and I grew up together, went to college together, went to high school together, and then he decided to go to OU. I went to LSU. We're sorry for him. But we're glad he's here today. And Scott has, he's married, 2 kids.
Yeah, married, 2 kids. We moved into Moss Haven in 2015. My son will be in kindergarten at Moss Haven next year in the fall, and then daughters 2 in February. So heard a lot about this. Thanks for having me out.
All right.
Any other member guests? Okay, a couple quick announcements. Mr. Trifone.
Good morning, Lake Highlands.
Good morning. Good morning.
That was okay. Quick reminder, the much anticipated Exchange Club of Lake Highlands Christmas party is next Thursday. If you haven't RSVP'd, the deadline to RSVP is tomorrow. You don't have to RSVP, but if you don't RSVP and tell us you're coming, we're not going to let you in. So it's up to you. Most of the people in here have RSVP'd. Not to pick on anybody, but Brian Haynes, I don't see your RSVP.
I haven't seen it now.
Let us know. Also, the one ask that we do have, remember there's no tickets for drinks, in keeping with tradition. Wink, wink. So, the one ask that we do have is bring a big old box of diapers for Family Compass. And just for perspective, big means over 150 diapers. So none of those small boxes. So they're one of our great sister organizations and they can use all the diapers we can get them. So anyhow, Christmas party next Thursday, please RSVP. It's going to be a great time. Lake Highlands School of Music will be playing. And we'll get a chance to show the club kind of a recap of our great success as a club for the last year. So look forward to seeing you guys there. It's at Royal Oaks, 6:30. Dinner will start about 7. If you have any questions, feel free to talk to me and John Torres, who's helped plan the event. Thank you.
John, speaking of John Torres, you got something on our shirts and badges.
Good morning, Lake Highlands. Our first meeting with our new badges. So I would ask you guys to spot check. Make sure your name's spelled right, your year's right. I found one already, had a few missing, so I'll get on top of that with our vendor. Shirts. So we're gonna have new shirts. If you remember the Oktoberfest button downs, kind of the fishing shirts. That's gonna be our official club shirt going forward. So if you haven't already gotten one, when you join, then we'll pick that up. New members will get those as well. If you're an existing member, you'll see a note come around and it'll be in the newsletter about going to clicking the link so we can get your size, and then we're going to do a group order in January or February. So that's all we got. Thanks.
Thank you, John. Brad McCutcheon, yes, I promise you, you're going to get your shirt. Last announcement we've got this morning is the Student Council at Lake Highlands is putting together a really neat deal. to raise money to give a gift to every senior. And so we are going to, as the Exchange Club, offer the opportunity for our members to give to what I think is a really neat cause and idea. We'll have more information circulating about that. It'll come through text and through our newsletter, so just a heads up to keep your eye out for that. And with that, I will turn it over to Mr. Worthy to get us started.
Good morning, Lake Islands.
Morning.
All right, well, this is our monthly Character Counts of Youth of the Month Awards program, and just want to welcome all of our fellow members and esteemed guests. It really is an honor and a privilege to be up here and bring these kids up to the stage and get to know them a little bit better. They put a lot of hard work and effort into their academic careers and extracurricular activities, and it's really our privilege to recognize that. So we're going to start off with the Character Counts Award, and just to kind of remind everybody, the Character Counts Awards are given to students nominated by faculty and staff at Lake Islands High School. This award recognizes young men and women at Lake Islands, as well as their parents, guardians, mentoring teachers, who display strong character traits as a vital part of their daily routine. These are students who serve as peer role models, positively participate in school or community service and extracurricular activities, serve as student leaders, and are reliable and trustworthy. So, if y'all can put your hands together and welcome our first Character Counts Awards recipient, Nick Hernandez, if you want to join me up here.
Guess I just sit.
Yeah, I'm coming right now. All right, first of all, Nick, can you go ahead and introduce who came with you today and who do you recognize out in the audience in terms of teachers and coaches, mentors?
Of course. So at the middle table right here, we have my grandma, if you could raise your hand. That's Carolyn Mallon. And then we have some really good family friends, Tom and Kelly Truitt. And then one of my band directors, Mr. Singleton, and my junior year English teacher, Miss Funheller. And remind me of your name, I'm sorry. You matter too, You're at our table. Yours, yes. And Miss Jones, Miss Wilds, Miss Denise, there we go. There's like 5 assistant principals at Lake Islands. It's hard to keep track of all of them. And the Jordans, of course. How do we not know Mr. Lonnie Jordan, home of the Boneyard? The Boneyard.
There we go.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. All right. So the purpose of this is just to get to know you a little bit better. So ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So start off with some softballs. How long have you lived in Lake Islands?
My whole life.
Right.
I lived in Lake Islands my whole life.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your whole life is what you're saying.
That's my whole life.
And where'd you go to elementary and junior high?
Lake Highlands Elementary and Lake Highlands Junior High.
Got it. Wildcat through and through.
That's once a Wildcat, always Wildcat. That's what they say.
When you're not in school or on the band field, what do you like to do for fun?
I love to go out to Mr. Truitt's ranch for one thing. I love to take my truck off-roading. I love to be with my friends all the time, just running around, causing havoc around the city. Whatever I can do.
This is a major council. Got it. Any siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers. One lives at home with me, but he tends to just not bother me, so.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's learned.
Younger, I assume?
No, older.
Oh, wow, okay, nice. And what would you say your greatest strength is?
Getting on people's nerves?
Yeah, because it was very evident like the first time we spoke.
I'd say my greatest strength is working with people. Is that what I put? I love working with people. I love working with kids. I'm a teacher at White Rock Elementary with 2nd graders, and I love to see the smiles on their face and just helping kids and helping their parents. I want to major in physical therapy, and I want to go into pediatric physical therapy, which is helping kids, so sports-related injuries, and just helping people as much as I can.
And he can start a conversation with anybody at the drop of a hat, basically. Yeah. So you mentioned sports medicine, and I see you're wearing a pony shirt.
Yes,
so,
sir.
I'm assuming there's a correlation there.
I don't know if I should talk about that. I know there's some LSU and OU. Yeah. But yes, pony up. I had hoped to attend. The decision comes out this week. SMU for applied psychology and sports management. And then if that doesn't work out, my second choice is Arkansas or A&M.
Don't go to A&M. I kid. All right. So what's your favorite club or sport that you belong to?
Bam, 100%.
You know Mr. Josh Brown?
Yes.
Yeah. We're gonna
saw-
get
saw
We're gonna get
him.
him up there at some point. So, and then if you could go anywhere in the world for vacation, where would that be?
Yeah, I know I put the Bahamas on there, but I'm just thinking anywhere with a beach is pretty nice. I like the beach.
And then this one I actually had to look up because I wasn't familiar who this was. Who would you want to meet, past or present, and why?
I put Tom Holland.
You're gonna have to explain it for this.
Yeah, Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland is a pretty cool guy, and he just looks like he's really fun to hang out with, and he looks like he's the life of the party, honestly. I mean, would you want to meet Barack Obama or George Washington?
Absolutely. They're Barack Obama, George Washington, and Tom Holland.
What do you think you have in common together? You think you share some similarities with George Washington?
I'm sure there are some. I think. All right, going a little bit deeper. What's the best advice somebody's given you throughout your growing up?
I'll have to look at what I put again.
Character counts.
This one, it comes from a lot of people, but I know Mr. Singleton has for sure said this one to me, and it's always go everywhere like you're representing the school or like you have integrity. I've learned that one really put you a long way, because I've noticed everywhere I go, especially in LH, it's like, oh hey, oh hello, how are you? I haven't seen you since 3 minutes ago. It's just you run left and right, you run into people everywhere, and it's always important that you're carrying yourself to a high standard wherever you are.
Yeah. Very, very sound advice. All right, last one.
That's one.
What are you most looking forward to after graduation and going into college?
I think I'm looking forward to living on my own and being able to, attend classes, by myself without being woken up, and going to be able to live by myself and have a roommate and experience that for the first time. I'm pretty excited for that.
So I'll give you one more piece of advice. Just go to class.
Yes.
That's 90% of it. And I can tell you I didn't follow that advice. All right, thanks, Nick.
Thank you so much, Mr. Woody.
So, Principal Jones, if you'd like to come on up.
Okay, Nick was always a pleasure to have in class, even when he cheated on our daily Wordle. When he was in class, I knew I could count on his ability to get everyone involved and excited, and I can't wait to see what he achieves in life. From Miss Funheller, who's here with us. Thanks, Miss Funheller. Nick is one of the funniest students I know. He always comes in with a good story and will have you smiling by the end. I was also so thankful to have a student like Nick in class, because he was always willing to participate in discussions and help those around him. From Miss O'Rourke. And then I read one more. Nick has continued to push himself to grow as a musician and student throughout the fall semester, which is usually a challenge for seniors to find that type of motivation during their last year in high school. One of his strengths is his ability to reflect on his work and goals and make adjustments as needed. We could all learn from Nick's growth mindset. Congratulations, Nick, from the LH band staff. Congratulations.
So Nick, on behalf of the Exchange Club of Lake Islands, we want to present this Character Council Award to you for the month of December, as well as a token of our appreciation, a little gift card right for the holidays. Now, the only thing is, you have to spend it on yourself. So.
That won't be hard.
Round of applause for Nick. Thanks, Nick. All right, and our next recipient, Miss Maria Sandoval.
Good morning.
Nice to see you, Maria.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Before we start, do you want to go ahead and recognize who's with you in the audience today?
My mom, she's right there. Yeah, she's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Rosa.
Rosa.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Any teachers?
Miss Bot, she's right here. She was my literature essentials. Sorry. Mr. Kim, Mr. Paquette, and Mr. What's his name? I literally forgot his name.
All good. All good.
Yeah.
It'll come good.
Yeah, it'll come. That. Who else? Sorry, guys. Who else? Mrs. Corin, she's right there. Miss Principal Jones, and I forgot their names. I'm so sorry, but yeah, they're right there. Yeah.
It's a little pressure on being on stage.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. All right. So how long have you been in Lake Islands?
All my life.
Lake Islands?
Yeah. I seen my sister graduated. So like been a couple years.
Nice.
Yeah.
And where'd you go to elementary school and junior high?
I went to multiples. I went to North Lake Elementary, Merriman Park.
Go Panthers. I went to Merriman Park.
What else? And Thurgood, and Forest Meadow Junior
I
High.
went to Forest Meadow as well. So Panther, Charger, Wildcat. Nice. And when you're not in school, what do you like to do for fun?
Sleep. Doodle, draw, eat, repeat. Oh yeah, and practice folklore, but that's it.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar with this. Can you explain? So this is your kind of favorite sport activity group. What is it, and can you explain a little bit more about it?
It's a Mexican tradition, and we dance routines. We do what we can, and we just show off what we have. And, yeah.
And remind us what it's called again?
It's
Folklorico?
folklorico.
Folklorico. Nice.
Yeah, you're getting it, but yeah.
I took 3 years of Spanish in high school. Okay. And what would you say your greatest strength is?
Being so energetic.
You're super high energy. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, just having full energy, having a lot of enthusiasm, and just being happy and making people like, oh my gosh, she's got a little energy. And I'm just like, yay! Yeah, just,
Smiles are contagious, for sure.
yeah.
And any plans for after high school? School-wise?
Just
Career-wise?
going to college.
Yeah.
First, I have to go community college, and then after go transfer to UNT. So
Nice.
Study psychology.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any idea what you want to study?
Just basically, I don't know what's it called, but like basically all psychology, like
Psychology.
yeah, helping other students, and like trying to like be a therapist after like that, and like try to help whatever I can. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. And we talked about folklorico.
Folklorico.
I'll get it. But if you could go anywhere for vacation, where would you go?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere where
Anywhere.
anywhere I could go anywhere. Like I just want to just explore the
Just
world.
get away. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. And in terms of advice, what's the best advice somebody's given you or you've given yourself?
I think my mom gave me this bit in Spanish, but I'll translate. Basically, life isn't like a box of chocolates. Everything's like you expect this, but then you're like, oh no, it's this one, and then like it's just like whatever you get, you have to be grateful for it, because if not, you're gonna get a chocolate. So yeah.
So how would you say that in Spanish? Or what's the phrase in Spanish?
I don't know how she said it. Te la vas a comer, si no te voy a pegar con la chancla. That's how she said it, but like I can't understand what she said. But yeah.
I don't remember that in my third year. All right, last one. What are you most looking forward to after graduation? Like outside of school, college, and everything?
First, I want to enjoy summer, so I can just relax and stuff, and hopefully I can explore the new world. Like I could just travel. Hopefully my mom lets me. And after that, just study psychology and just transfer to UNT and just go on with my life.
Just be a college student.
Yeah.
Explore the world.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, Maria, thank you for spending some time up here. Really appreciate it. Principal Jones, if you want to come back up and say a few words.
Okay, this first one, I am so lucky to have Maria as this year's captain on the.
Photographer.
Roll those R's.
Perro.
She was saying roll the R's.
Oh. So, I'm truly lucky to have Maria as this year's captain on the Folklorico team. She is the sunshine of all of our days. She approaches everything with excitement and is always encouraging her teammates, from Miss Corwin, who is our Folklorico director, who's here. Thank you. Maria is a joy to have in class. Her eternally bright personality and attitude make others want to be around her. She's focused and determined to do her very best work and does not let others distract from her goal. From Mrs. Bott, who is right there.
I knew it.
Okay. Okay. Throughout my interactions with Maria, I was consistently impressed by her tenacity, work ethic, and commitment to excellence. She has made great strides in her studies during her time at Lake Highlands, but it is more than just good grades that make Maria amazing. She is a confident individual of strong character who lives her life with integrity. From Mr. Kim, chemistry teacher, thanks for being here. And then dear Maria, also known as Elizabeth in my class. Okay.
I can tell who it is.
I have truly enjoyed getting to know you this year. As I sit here and think about all the good things that I could say about you, the one thing that stays on top of my mind is your smile. I don't know that you were ever not wearing it. Your energy and spirit are contagious. From Mr. Paquette, who's here. And then Maria has been great to have in class. She's a respectful and responsible student, but what has blown me away is her talent that she displays with the Folklorico team. I have loved the chance that I've had to see her perform, and I'm extremely proud of the way she represents Lake Highlands. From Coach Matthews, who's here as well. Congratulations.
We're gonna try this one more time. Folklorico.
You want to hear a grito?
Yes. Nice. So next month, we're gonna start off with that. All right. Maria, thank you so much. And on behalf of the Exchange Club Lake Highlands, we'd love to present you for the Character Counts Award for December. And with a token of our appreciation, a gift card, as stated before, only requirement is that you spend it on yourself. So congratulations. Round of applause for Maria. Thank you. All right, moving right along to the next part of our program, Youth of the Month. So The Youth of the Month Award recognizes Lake Island's graduating seniors along with their parents, guardians, mentoring teachers who've excelled in academics, leadership, school, and community service. These are students that are typically, these are students in the top 20% and typically much higher than that, who participate in student government, school publications, music, theater, athletics, or other school-sponsored activities. These students also typically receive special recognition or awards by other educational, community, state, or national organizations for demonstrating excellence in academics, leadership, participation, and community service. So our first Youth of the Month recipient is Ms. Ellie Jordan. How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. I think we know some folks that you'll introduce, but if you want to introduce the who's with you today and the folks that are representing you.
Yes, sir. My dad, Coach Lonnie Jordan. My mom, Laura Jordan. Coach C, one of my volleyball coaches. Miss G, my choir director. I see Mr. Fernandez, my junior year math teacher. And Coach Tackett, my discus coach.
All right. How long have you lived in Lake Island?
8 years.
8 years. And
Yes, sir.
elementary and junior high?
I went to Wallace Elementary and Lake Highlands Junior High.
Gotcha. Okay. And what do you do? What do you like to do for fun outside of school?
I love to sing. I'm in our show choir, Esprit, and our varsity choir, a cappella. And I play volleyball and third disc, so I like to be physically active.
Nice. So when I read your response, it was weightlifting and singing. I was like, or working out and singing. I was like, are you singing while weightlifting?
It can be pretty, there's a lot of cardio that goes involved in Esprit.
And what would you say your greatest strength is?
My hard work and attention to detail.
I have a feeling I know where that might come from. Any siblings?
Yes, sir. I have 2 older brothers, 20 and 21. So
Where they at?
they live at home currently. I believe they are in Dallas College. I'm not totally sure.
All right. And speaking of college, where do you plan to go?
I want to go to Hardin-Simmons University. My mom went there. She played volleyball there.
Okay. I was going to ask how did you land on that one, but that makes sense. And any idea what you want to study in college?
I want to be a pediatric occupational therapist, and then maybe if I get tired of the long hours at the hospital, I would want to go to just pediatric therapy or physical therapy.
Got it. Very good. And then this doesn't tie into your dream job though. It goes back to singing,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes.
What's that
My dream job would be to be a country singer, but that doesn't pay the bills, so I want to be a physical
Could pay
therapist.
the bills.
It could, but
You
it is a
ever been to
dream.
Nashville?
I have not, but I really want to go.
Put it on the list. It's a great town, a lot of talent there. So, and then you mentioned volleyball, but describe a little bit more about your role, how long you've been playing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I played club for 7 years, I think, about 7 years. But I've been playing for 9 or 10. I was on varsity this year, but I was a JV warrior sophomore, junior year. But yeah, it's been a huge part of my life. I've always been playing volleyball.
So I know a couple of 5th grade girls teams that could use your help. And best piece of advice you've been given?
Seek wise counsel. Whenever I'm facing a challenge in my life or need to make a hard decision, I just need to ask someone older and wiser than myself rather than taking it on by myself and thinking that I have the answer when a lot of the time I don't.
Awesome. And last one, what are you most looking forward to in terms of after graduation, going into college, things like that?
Being able to say I'm not in high school anymore would be the top of my list. Just moving on to the next chapter in my life. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, it's easy peasy. Principal Jones, if you want to come back on up and say a few more words.
we have our winter concert tonight. It's gonna be really fun. Esprit will be performing at 7 o'clock in the auditorium. Yes.
Was that it, Ms. G? Okay. If I had one student like Ellie in all of my classes each year, I think I would be a little, less stressed year to year. Not only is she an amazing student, she's a wonderful person who puts others before herself and always strives to help those in need, from Mr. Fernandez, who's here with us today. Thank you. I was lucky to have Ellie Jordan in dual credit English last year. She was a joy to have in class. Every day she came in with a smile on her face and a great attitude, from Coach Duffield. What an honor it is to know you. You have the absolute beautiful, rare ability to light up any room that you're in. You are a true definition of what sunshine is. From the little girl who taught my high school pals class how to make paper chains to the strong, kind-hearted, God-fearing woman you are today, it has been nothing short of a pleasure to be part of your journey. From Coach Rubenberg. I always write too much, Miss G, so I'll try to keep this short. You're a pleasure to know and teach. She always has had the talent, but she has really blossomed in her confidence this year. Because she made Esprit, Ellie auditioned for All Region Choir for the first time ever. 4 auditions later, she is going to the final round of auditions to make the All-State Choir next January as 3rd chair. That is a huge deal. That is so uncommon, and that is why I have called Ellie an All-State Unicorn. Congratulations from Miss G. And then Ellie Jordan is one of the most deserving people of this award. She cares about everyone wholeheartedly. She makes sure everyone feels comfortable, and she puts so much good in this world, and I'm so happy that she is receiving something that she puts out from Coach Connie. Congratulations.
On behalf of the Exchange Club Lake Highlands, we'd love to present the Youth of the Month for the month of December award to you, as well as a token of our appreciation. And again, just please spend it on yourself. It's so well deserved. But Miss Ellie Jordan. Final stretch, and last but not least, if everybody would put their hands together for Mr. Jalen Caden. So I think you probably got the gist of this by now.
Yeah.
So Jalen, if you can introduce who's with you in the audience today, as well as your coaches, mentors, teachers.
I have my mom over there. I have my coach Tackett. I have Mr. Whitham over there, my AP Bio teacher. And then I have Coach Lonnie Jordan, head football coach, and then Miss Jones.
Fantastic. And thank you all. And how long have you lived in Lake Highlands?
I moved here when I was 2 from like Jacksonville, Florida, and then I lived here the rest of my life.
So you're a Cowboys fan or Jags fan?
Jags.
Really?
Yes. Don't like the Cowboys.
Okay. And where did you go to junior high?
I went to Moss Haven and Forest Meadow.
Okay. Now we're back on the same page. And I have a feeling I know the answer, but when you're not in school, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to go to like sporting events. I'm a very active person. I'm an avid 10 volleyball player, and I like to bake from time to time.
So where do you play sand volleyball? Up at the high school?
Yeah, at the high school.
Okay. And then baking. I need to tell you a story about my first baking experience. It was cupcakes that basically turned into a sheet cake. Any siblings?
I have an older sister who go to UNT.
Okay. And that's not this green Eagles?
It's like mean green.
Mean green, yeah. I know it's not the green way, that's the Tulane. And what would you say your greatest strength is?
I can learn things really easily. I would say I really have to ask someone to explain something to me twice, and I usually end up teaching my friends how to do stuff.
And speaking of teaching, what do you do over at White Rock? White Rock Elementary? No? I'm sorry. That's sorry. And after graduating, where do you plan on going to?
I want to go to a Colorado School of Mines to like study major in engineering.
Okay.
I don't know which kind of.
Do you have an idea of what kind of engineering?
Probably like mechanical engineering, but
Aerospace?
yeah, aerospace.
NASA?
too.
Okay. Shoot for the stars, that's what they say. And besides an aerospace engineer, if outside of kind of the academics, what would be like your next favorite or dream job, if you will? I'm just adding.
I would love to be like a professional football player if that ever happens. But
Okay. Hey, you got it, coach. You gotta get him there. And if you could go anywhere in the world for vacation, where would that be?
I want to go to Paris. I took 3 years of French because I want to, like, go to Paris one day. But I don't remember any of it, like, at all. So, like, the 3 years are absolutely useless.
Well, if my Spanish is any evidence of that, then we might agree that now. If you could meet anyone, past or present, I like this answer. Who would it be?
I would actually like to meet Helen Keller. She always have fascinated to me since I was young. She did more in her like lifespan than what I would do, like I do. She wrote like 13 books, she flew a plane, like she did so much. And I just like to like meet her, like, I just think it would be cool.
That's awesome. And then a couple more. What's the best piece of advice that you've been given?
It would be, only control what you can control. Like, don't worry about, like, don't get mad, don't get upset at things that, like, happen because you can't, like, change them. Just roll the punches and just keep on going.
Absolutely. And then the last one, what are you most looking forward to after graduating and before you go to college?
Never taking an English class ever again.
I hate to break it to you, but you still have to take English in college.
Well, after that.
Okay, got it. Fantastic. Principal Jones, if you want to come on up one more time.
Yep.
Thanks, Jalen. Appreciate it.
Please take a minute to yourself because Mr. Whittem sent me, he didn't use the Google form, and so I have to unlock my phone and find the text that he sent that I noticed when I woke up because it came in at 10 o'clock. Thank you for being here, Mr. Whittem. Jalen is an impressive young man. He plays both ways on the football field and takes a very, very challenging all AP course load. But what impresses me most is how he helps and encourages his teammates. He is always engaged in class, and because of his kindness and humility, his classmates seek out his assistance, and he is consistently supportive and uplifting. Congratulations, Jalen, from Mr. Whittem. I cannot say enough good things about Jalen. I've had the honor to teach him and coach him in football and track. On the field, he's a warrior and plays at a very high level and barely leaves the field. He played over 110 snaps in our playoff game against South Grand Prairie and never asked to come off of the field. In the classroom, he is a brilliant straight-A student that picks up on concepts very quickly. We are going to miss you next year, from Coach Tackett, who's here with us right now. Jalen is a phenomenal young man. He is a great student, teammate, and leader, and was captain of this year's 8-3 football team. He was named the Utility Player of the Year in District 7-6A, which means he was voted the best two-way player in the district. I've never had a young man be able to do that at this 6A level, and it speaks to his work ethic and mental toughness. Well done and good luck, from Coach Lonnie Jordan. And I'll do one more. Jalen is a fantastic young man. With his intelligence and his amazing work ethic, I look forward to seeing what he does with his life. From Mr. Black, your English teacher. Oh, but you don't want to take English.
The correct answer is I'm going to place out of all my English classes. Yeah. Now, Jalen, that's awesome. And on behalf of the Exchange Club of Lake Highlands, I'd love to present you with the Youth of the Month for the month of December award, as well as a token of our appreciation. And again, just please spend this on yourself. That's our only request. And congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you.
All right, folks, I know that's starting a little bit late. So so kind of had to rush through a few of the things, but really just let's give it one more round of applause for all of our recipients.
Thank you, Mr. Worthy. Fantastic job as always. Reminders, please RSVP to the Christmas party. Per Mr. Torres, leave your new shiny badge here so that they do not get lost in your glove compartment or under your seat in your car. Congratulations. Scott Carey, thank you for being here as a guest. We look forward to having you back. And congratulations one more time to Nick, Maria, Ellie, and Jalen. If you four would please jump up here on the stage for 1 second here. As soon as we're done, we're gonna take a couple pictures and then we'll get you guys out of here. And thank everyone again for coming this morning. And with that, y'all have a great Friday.